guys, we are back. The Dark Angels, we're that YouTube Dark Angels channel, so I've seen in the comments, against Mike's Grey Knights. Mike is back. Of course he's back. He's a content producer for the channel. And he brought the Smite. The Emperor's Smite, I guess. So we'll start with my list. Normally we start with Mike's list, but we're gonna start with my list today because it's pretty, I think it's a pretty good list. I think this list would do well in most games. A lot of heavy hitters, a little bit scary against a Smite army, but we'll see what happens once we start rolling dice. I'm rocking that Xiphon. Is it expensive in points? Yes. We're gonna shake our heads, yes. Is it good? Sometimes. If you have other flyers, it's perfect. Yeah. If you don't have flyers or something with the fly keyword, not so good. Not so good. I'm rocking the Repulsor Executioner and the Standard Repulsor. The big cannon and all las cannons, las talons. I'm rocking 2 Invictus war suits with the flamers. The Relic Leviathan came back. I didn't know Mike was bringing these fancy Grey Knights. So I said, hey, if Mike shows up with his Tyranid army, what can I destroy an entire squad of Gaunts with? A Leviathan, maybe?
Nothing can liquefy most anything.
I brought 2 squads of intercessors, infiltrators. I can't believe I'm forgetting my own list now. I brought a squad of intercessors. I primed and just did a quick little, a while ago on this guy here. I decided, why not? I've never brought it. I'm gonna bring I'm an apothecary. How am I forgetting my list? Master, Lieutenant. This is like 2,000 on the nose or 1999. I can't remember what it is.
Baby army for 2,000 points.
You know what though? Is it a baby army? It's trying to nullify.
It's so small, hey?
Well, I don't know what you consider small, sir. I've been told that it's quite a large army. Okay, guys. Mike is here.
So?
Some Grey Knights. Where do you want to start?
Grey Knights are back. Same list that I brought before. This is my go-to. So we got 2 battalions. We have 6 HQs, between the both of them.
That's not nice.
We have 2 Grandmasters in Red Knights with silencers and side cannons. We have 2 Librarians with Stormbolters and Force Swords.
Yes.
We have the Brother Captain.
Brother Captain?
With the halberd. We have the Grandmaster Voldus with his hammer.
Yes.
We have an Apothecary with a Thunder Hammer.
Yes.
Or Nemesis Demon Hammer, sorry. We have 6 Stray Squads.
6?
Each with a side cannon. 2 halberds in each, hey? I would take halberds in all of them if I had that many halberds, hey?
And we're not allowed to proxy.
No, hey.
Mike and I made that rule when we inherited probably the most amount of Warhammer in one place outside of a storage facility possible. Yeah. That's a story we'll tell you guys another day.
We have a maxed out Paladin squad with halberds and, I think like 1 sword in there.
Yep.
This guy's got a sword. And 2 side cannons.
What is this, Michael? What is this?
He's the Black Knight.
Is he a,
He's a legendary Black Knight. One of the Great Legends.
Hey, I didn't know that was there.
Yeah, that is 1982 points.
1982?
1982. I could have actually tossed in another strike boy, but yeah.
1982.
1982 points. Hey.
Well, we will see if Mind Bullets can take out some pretty decent armor. We've got the Dark Angels versus the Grey Knights here on Auspex Gaming. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, we are back at the end of deployment. The mission, I get to deploy my whole army first, and Mike gets to counter deploy. So my thought was I had to basically spread out so that he just can't drop everything down and psychic my whole army away. And it'll be interesting because most likely I have turn 1 and Mike castled everything over here in the corner. So realistically, just my long range weapons are going to be able to shoot. But what I did was throw some intercessors in here. Xiphon kind of controlling the right flank. The Invictus war suits up the gut. Some intercessors sitting on the objective in the radar depot there. The 2 repulsors sitting on the left flank here with the lieutenant to give that reroll 1 to hit, or sorry, reroll 1 to wound. And I threw not Lazarus, my chapter master, over here with the Leviathan to try and give him the rerolls. Even though he hits on 2s, I was hoping that he'd do a lot of work, even though Mike's got a whole bunch of stratagems that limit the wounds. More or less over here, Mike just threw his 2 Grandmaster Dread Knights up front.
Yeah, he tried to stack everything as far back as possible to limit the amount of shooting that Joel can actually put out.
Paladins are stacked along the side, and then the HQ blob is kind of just sitting in the middle. So it's going to be difficult, I think, for me to do a lot of shooting this round.
Yep.
And then probably going to be smited off the board.
Well, we both know I'm just going to seize anyways. I mean,
well, he might seize. Go ahead, Mike. Roll a die.
hey, let's see.
Does he seize?
No, not a 4.
He doesn't seize. So unless I'm able to drop some of those characters, I'm going to get smited off the board pretty quick. So we'll see what happens for Dark Angels, Grey Knights. Hopefully the Emperor comes through for his firstborn. All right, end of Dark Angels movement. I know Mike has to come to me, so I'm not moving anything other than my flyer who has to move. And I just moved some intercessors. My tanks really don't get decent lines of shooting. So gonna make Mike drop in front of me, and he used a Tide of Shadows for 2 CP.
No, it's just that's the doctrine.
Doctrine.
I started in the Tide of Shadows, which is the great doctrine.
So realistically, you guys have seen his psychic powers and what he does, so I'm not even gonna entertain going and shooting him right now. Secure objective 1, my Redemptor or my Invictus is sitting on it. Secure objective 3, I'm gonna be throwing that piece of shit away. That's over there. And Supremacy, score D3 if you control 3. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he's not gonna shoot me off that in my turn. So we're gonna go right into shooting. I have no psychic. 4 las cannons from the individual into I guess you can't really, characters don't cover characters, right?
Unless they have more than 10 wounds, say. So these guys don't cover each other, but they'll cover for the little guys.
They'll cover for the little guys. I'm just gonna do a quick measure, guys. We'll be right back. And we're back after a quick little measurement. The only thing can really shoot at is the Dread Knight. So 4 las cannons, hitting on 3s because he does not have strafing run.
I'm gonna spend 2 also to what is it called? Increase his invuln by 1.
Okay, so what? He'll have a 3 up.
Yep.
Okay. All hit. Cocked. All wound except 1.
1 goes through.
1 goes through for 3 wounds, 3 missiles, 1 hit, no wounds. Okay, that's Dark Angel shooting, guys. We'll be back with Grey Knights. Grey Knights movement. So just so you guys saw, I did score Supremacy, but I only rolled a 1. So pretty useless objective with 1 victory point. So I only got 1 victory point last turn. Mike pulled Psychic Communion, which he'll easily get. Secure objective 3, which he'll easily get.
And defend objective 1, which is right there. So not likely to get that one.
Yeah, so that's going to be a toss away.
Yeah. So essentially my Dread Knights just jumped up. Everybody just moved up, but still within range of their powers for the Paladins there. So we'll just go into the second phase, hey?
Yep.
So we're going to spend 1 for Empyrean Domination. That goes off on a 10, hey? So it just puts me back up at 11 command points. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 for Empyrean Surge on them to go back down to 10.
And what is that?
That just gives me +1 to their psychic tests, hey?
Okay.
Everyone within 6 of them, so just this whole blob area here.
Yep.
Okay. And we're gonna start just tossing stuff on the paladins. Okay? So we're going to put. Let's start with Astrolabe. I'm gonna put Astrolabe on the paladins. Okay.
Okay.
Goes off on a 5/7. Hey. We'll cast Sanctuary on the paladins. It goes off. Cast Armor Resilience on the paladins. Goes off.
And who's casting all of that, Mike?
So that was the two librarians that were casting. Hey.
Okay.
And Voldas, he cast Armored Resilience.
And that's, what are those, 6-inch powers or 8-inch powers?
Yeah, they're 6 minimum, or let's say the range is 6. I think the shortest one is Gate Infinity, which he has on for them.
But like all those powers are a 6-inch blessing or a 12-inch blessing? Just
Oh,
so the readers.
the range is like 18 on them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
for blessings.
Yeah,
Okay.
So the paladins, they have Hammer Hand. Now Joel, he screened his stuff out so well that in the backfield there's only 9-inch bubbles keeping me away from them, and 12 inches from most of his infiltrators. Eh? So Hammer Hand's really not going to do that because they might as well just save it for their smite. Eh? I think what I'm going to do is, rather than that, I'm going to switch it to the warp shaping. I'm going to switch it to the smite doctrine. Hey, so it switches. Hey, and now I'm going to cast Gate Infinity on the paladins. Hey, from the brother captain. Ooh, let's see. So what do I need? I need a 6. That's.
Does he have a relic or anything that negates that perils?
Well, I can increase it by 1, but what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to spend another CP and just reroll 1. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a 3. I'll use the what's called the Artificer relic, okay? And I'm going to increase that by 1.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 4. So it goes off on a 6, which is the minimum. Okay? So to go off, but I'm down another CP, so I'm down to 9.
Oh, it's damn near impossible for you guys to.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, a double 1 will pretty much guarantee any kind of failure. Okay. I think what they're just gonna jump out and just be the biggest threat possible. Okay.
So he's gonna do a little jump there. And then after this, he's going to go into his smiting.
Yep, so then we'll do some smites.
So then we'll just watch units go bye-bye.
One of them does have to stay within 6 of him, so.
Oh, you're on your other guy's base there.
So that they can still have that 24-inch smite, hey? Yep, so makes everybody. Okay. Smites, hey. So they're gonna smite closest to him, hey. Goes off, hey.
Okay.
It's 2.
That's 2. Okay, 1 second here, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So 2 wounds on the Invictus.
2 wounds on them. The Grandmaster, he's gonna smite. He's gonna probably go into those intercessors down there.
Okay.
So 2 wounds on intercessors, hey. Master here, he's gonna smite, hey, and it's gonna go on infiltrators are. So it's 2 ones on them. Volus, it's gonna go on the infiltrators as well. If this is Volus there. It's another 2. Our 1 librarian still has 1 cast, hey. So it's gonna go on infiltrators as well. Goes off. And then our final one, which this will be on the infiltrators as well, is going to go off as well. And that's it. That's all my smites.
Well, for a free shooting attack, you just eliminated a squad of infiltrators.
Yeah, not too bad. Hey,
Not too bad.
not too bad. Could have been better. I mean, just let me do my paladins. Hey, if you just let him get that 9 inches and hopefully get that charge off, it would have been much happier.
Yeah.
Shooting. Hey. So because I started in shadows, I thought his shooting phase might be pretty bad. My shooting should be pretty weak. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the paladins.
And why would your shooting be weak?
Because I have to be in the shooting tide
Okay.
to get 2 damage. Hey. And so now I just have regular stone bolters now. And so we're gonna take them. So they'll have 2 up saves. So they're gonna try and put everything into him because he's toughness 6, so they'll get at least 5 say to wound him. Hey.
Yep.
Ton of dice here.
Well, he's grabbing his dice. It'll be interesting to see what happens if he can survive. He's got 10 wounds left, I think.
Yeah, I think he's got 12.
11. He's taken 2 out of 13.
13? Okay, yeah. That's right.
Sitting on that 3+ save. So while he's grabbing dice, guys, we'll be right back. Mike is back. He's got some storm bolters.
So firstly, storm bolters into him. I'm not gonna spend anything because no point.
So 1s and 2s.
So 1s I can reroll because either the brother captain or the grandmasters. But the 1s and 2s that reroll are failures.
Sounds good. So now you're needing 5s.
Yep. So now 5s.
We've seen crazier things happen here at Auspex.
It's cocked.
Alrighty, we're looking at.
Oh, pretty good, I think. Hey,
Yeah, that's not bad.
that many 3 ups.
3 ups. We need a good roll here, and we failed 3. So he's taken 5.
Yep. Okay, and then we have 2 side cannons into him as well.
Okay.
So what was it called?
Invictus.
Invictus. Hey. So 2 side cannons. These guys are hidden on 4s because they moved. Or
Yep.
1 still. These will be wounding on 3s because he's toughness 6.
Okay.
So it looks like 2 at -1.
2 at -1, 4 up. Both good.
Kitoki. Okay. We're gonna take some storm bolters from the guys who can see him as well. So our looks like librarian, Volbus, and 2 librarians. Hey, they're all hitting on 2s, so just roll them all at once.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s. This is the Invictus as well.
Yep.
I didn't mention it there, guys. Hit wound on 5s. Hard. One more.
1 more.
Okay. Our brother captain, he's gonna take some pot shots into the intercessors in the building there.
Yep.
Going for himself. 4s. That's 2.
Okay. 1
1
wound.
wound. Yep. Okay. I don't think he can actually see anything, so I don't think he's gonna shoot. Because his brain had their hand weapons are unfortunately really
Yeah.
low range. So he's gonna try and finish off the Invictus there,
Okay.
and he's gonna put his side cannon and his silencer
Okay.
into it.
So side cannon is what, 6 shots?
Yep.
Hitting on 2s.
Hit number 2s. Okay, yep. So 6 shots. Now he did move, so it's hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, hey. It's all but 1.
Okay.
Hey, and he's winning on 3s again.
Yep.
So looks like 4 at -1.
4 4-ups. Takes 1.
This one has 2 damage. Hey.
Okay, so he's at 8.
Okay, and then his second, which is 12 shots.
Your silencer.
Silencer. Hey. 6, 12. All hit.
And that's not a heavy weapon?
This is a heavy weapon, yeah.
Okay, so those
Oh,
two
sorry,
don't
yeah,
hit.
that's right.
All good. And this is what, strength?
Strength 4, so it's still voting on 5. So looks like 1.
1. Good.
Oh, that's unfortunate, hey?
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
You're not known for your shooting, you're known for your smiting, Michael.
Yeah, but still, hey, like... Is this the last intercessor? Right now?
Yep. No, he's a infiltrator, he's just proxied.
Oh, infantry, okay. Yeah. Okay, well, all I got left is some assaults, hey? So, this guy, he's gonna try and charge that infiltrator, hey?
Okay. Nope. No hits.
And he makes it in, hey?
He makes it in.
Okay, so he's the only one who can, because the other guys have to be outside of 12, so they can't even declare the other guys, hey?
Yep.
So he has 9 wounds left, so he's still a top bracket, so he's got 5 attacks.
Okay, well, I'm not even
6, yeah.
worried about
He's
that.
probably not going to survive that, okay.
Not even worried about that.
Which that was important, because he gives me first strike for my round.
Yeah, it's... There's... When you castle up in a corner, there's nothing I can do.
Well, yeah, hey, yeah, you got the firepower for the first round, so. Yeah, so at the end of my turn, we got Take Communion for 2 points.
Yep.
And as well as Secure Objective 3.
Okay.
So I have 3 points.
Alrighty, so we'll see what happens now, and be back with Dark Angel's movement, turn 2. Alrighty, so I pulled Defend Objective 1, Secure Objective 5, and No Prisoners. No Prisoners, the way that his psychic powers work in regards to, or sorry, his stratagems, doing like 1 wounds and stuff. I'm not really expecting to do much in the shooting phase. But we'll see. I'm going to start with my Invictus Tactical War Suit. He's going to shoot the Flamer into the Dread Knight. The Flamer, sorry, is 2d6 shots for 6.
Up to 6. Wound at 5s.
And it is Strength 5. So 5s. So 2.
2 3-ups. He's good.
And then I'm gonna go into Heavy Stubbers. So I'm pretty sure I'm hitting on 5s at this point because I'm in my lowest bracket. Nothing. Not too surprised with that roll. We got 4 las cannons into it from the Xiphon.
I'm gonna spend the 2 again. Hey.
Yep. So, okay, nothing. And 2 hits, 1 wound.
Nope, takes it.
Not a,
Oh, I took it.
okay. So that's just 3 wounds.
Okay, so down to 6.
Okay, this guy stood still. He's gonna put 4 shots into your paladins because that's all he can see.
Okay, usually the usual stratagem. Hey.
Yep.
Transhuman. So
re-rolls 1s because it didn't move. Re-rolling 1, and it doesn't matter because that didn't do anything. So those 3.
2. Transhuman.
No, you have to roll your saves.
Yeah. But the 3 doesn't move because transhuman. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 4-ups.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna take a minute. And we're back! What's gonna happen next is we have some... He's out of range, so I can't shoot him. He was out by, what, an inch, Mike? He was about an inch, right?
Okay.
So actually a little more than an inch, probably 2 inches on the 24 inch. And honestly, if you kind of look down here, guys, and you look through it, well, I guess the building's in the way. It's pretty difficult to see. You can see kind of his one guy over here, which doesn't really help. So the 3 last cannons here, now I have to roll these separately because they're 2 separate ones. So on this repulsor. The only thing that we can see once again is the dudes up there. So I'm hitting on 3s, wounding, and I get to reroll. So there's going to be 2 there, and then the last Talon hits, and their strength 8, right?
Yep. I'm going to on forces.
Yeah, because they're tough.
Yeah.
Their toughness. No, they already rolled a hit.
Yeah, their toughness 4, but with transhuman there, it just goes up to 4.
It goes up to a. Oh yes. So these 2 don't actually do anything.
So
The 3s, right? The 2 3s wouldn't do anything.
Oh yes. Sorry, you wounded with 2 more. Okay.
So I've only wounded with 2 out of the 4. So you rolled
So 2 failures.
1 failure because I think you rolled too many dice.
No, because you had 2 wounds, right?
Only 2 wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled twice.
Okay. 1 wound and 3. So 1 guy will go down.
Okay, yeah, so we'll take that guy.
I would take the closest guy. Yeah. You don't want to do that. Okay. The only thing I have, guys, is charging. It's going to be hard with that Invictus war suit, but I have to.
Shoot with them.
A lot of them.
I'm not counting this as line of sight blocking.
Well, I understand, but maybe 2, because like he's down below. He's got the giant radar thing. 3 maybe.
Yeah, just the one guy I can't see.
So hitting 1 wound on the 6, re-rolling 1s because we're Dark Angels. I guess it doesn't count as unmodified. And their toughness, the 4s.
That was 4s. Yeah, 4s. And yeah, the 2 4s wound.
Oh yes, because 1 2s and 3s for trans.
Oh sorry. Yeah, it would be. It would be the 3 because they still have armor resilience on them.
Yep.
So 3 -1.
3 -1. So they're all good. And yeah, that's it. That's it that can shoot. These guys are too far back. He has to sit there because of these stupid defend objectives.
Yeah.
I understand the defend objective being like a hey, sit there for 2, but it's kind of a shoddy tactical objective card. I guess if you bring like a super tank heavy list, it's pretty good. But you know, you nullify this guy. It only is really going to help with the deep strike on that flank. But we did some measurements, and he can fit some guys on either side. This side is going to be scary, what he does to that repulsor with some strike squads. But let's do a charge. Mike's got some Overwatch. Now, he's got what? He's taken 6 wounds, or he has 6 left?
He's taken 6. Or sorry, he has 6 left.
He has 6 left.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the side cannon.
Yep, so second, 1 hit.
Rerolling 1s because of himself.
Yep.
So
just
1 wound because you rolled that 6 and then a 4. You rolled a 6 and then a 4, buddy.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, 1.
Yeah, so
1 -1.
okay, so it's -1.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a save, and then you have your silencer for 12 shots.
Got a few there. 1.
Oh!
2.
Remember when you could put force on those, Michael, and they did instant death?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, so save. So this is going to be, I have to. At this point, I have to. Mike knows I have to. I know I have to. That's a 10-inch charge. Now, he's got the better invuln save, right? You gave him that?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so, woo! That Invictus Tactical War Suit, maybe 4 attacks. I'm gonna check the rules real quick. I'll be right back. I'm so glad that you guys see the stops and starts as in milliseconds compared to the minutes that we go through over here on the other side, just double checking things. So hitting on 5s for 1, that's a wound. And Mike's got a 3 up, and he makes it. He's gonna clap back with, I'm guessing 6?
Yep, 6.
6 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself.
Winning on 3s. Oh, looks like
And they're -3, -4.
I think they're -2.
Those dread fists? Wouldn't they be like a giant power fist?
Yeah, they're both the same.
Power fists are -3, aren't they? That could be the old editions. By old editions, I mean unwieldy.
Yeah, -3. Yep.
-3, so we're looking at a 6-up save here, and there was 4 of them, right?
That's right.
And these do D6 each or D3?
D3.
Okay. All right, so 3 guys go down, or 3 wounds go through. D3 each.
D3 each.
So 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's dead. Let's get a mortal wound explosion. And just to be a prick, I'm gonna try to. No, it didn't happen. Do I get it back? No. I was hoping to blow up and maybe do like D3 mortal wounds. Would hurt my flyer too, but in a 6-inch bubble like that.
Yeah, you do more wounds to me than you would to
yeah, like
yourself.
Right. So potentially that squad is getting it. He's getting it, and then I think it's only D3 or 3 inches. I don't think it's 6 inches on these guys. Off the top of my head, I'd have to double check my rule, but it's. I had to. He was gonna take it out, or he was going to. I don't think he was close enough for heroic intervention. If I kept him back where he was, but he would have had to do that. So at the end of Dark Angels, we did not get that one, and I'm going to get rid of it. Defend objective 1, so that's now 2 turns, right? So at the end of my turn, or is it 2 consecutive turns?
No, that'd be the end of your turns. Yeah, you get that one. Yeah.
So that's worth 2 points, or sorry, score 2 victory points. So that gives me a total of 3. If I could find a die. Secure objective 5, which is in the middle. So that's 4 victory points. Mike, what'd you get after turn 1?
So I'm at 4.
You're at 4. I'm at 5. And now we have the drop troops. Or what are they? Strike squads.
Strike squads.
The strike squads. So we will see what happens at the end of Mike's movement. Turn 2. The Grey Knight Might has dropped down, flanking the left side of the board. It was fun, Repulsor, while it lasted. Mike's 2 Dread Knights moved up, and he Congo-lined his Paladins, but they can warp themselves somewhere.
Yeah, still, it's not a huge, like a lot of opportunity for them to do much damage quite yet.
Well, they can drop back here now without, because I've had to move some of my armies. So if he decides to warp charge that, who knows? Yep. Mike pulled secure objective 4, which is right here. He won't be able to get that this turn, but it definitely will be there for the taking next turn. He's had
secure objective 6,
which is back here, which is a little hard for him to get.
And supremacy, which so kind of a rough round for objectives, hey, but
yeah,
maybe next round I'll be able to get one.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, so we'll go into the psych phase here. Okay.
And you're going to go into the Smitey one?
So they're already in the Smite Tide.
Do they get to stay in that?
Yep, so they'll stay until I change or until that guy dies.
Okay.
So we'll start off with the Librarian for Imperial Domination for the CP regen.
Okay.
Which gets back, so you go up to 9 again. Okay.
You might as well start with your Smite Tide over here. Let's see how long this guy survives.
I feel like I have too many CP. Did I forget to take?
No, you used.
I used 4. Well, I used this twice, so that's 4. I've used Transhumans, that's 6. And I've used 1 for my extra relic, and 1 for the +1 to their rerolls. Okay. So
I'm very confused.
8, right?
You tell me how many you had. So you would have had 10. You would have started with 13.
So 13.
You've used 8, and you gotten 2 back.
Yep. So
6.
So I'd have 15 because I've generated 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you should have 7 left then. Right? No.
Yeah, because I've used 7, right? So it's 6, 7. So 15, so I should have 8.
You should have 8.
Yeah, so yeah, that's right. Okay. Make sure I didn't use too many here. So yeah, so I'll spend 1 for the extra rerolls again. Okay. So go down to 7.
And what's that one called?
That one is Empiric Surge.
Empiric Surge.
Everyone within 6 of the caster gets +1 to their psychic taste.
Okay.
So, okay. Astral Aim isn't going to do anything, so he's not going to use that. He's going to use Sanctuary. He's going to put that on the Paladin's gun.
Okay.
So Sanctuary. So goes off on the 8. Hey. 6 + 2 for the +1 for Psychic Communion and 1 for the Stratagem.
Yeah.
So I have Sanctuary. We'll just cast our Resilience on them. 5. I need a 6, so I'm gonna use my Relic to boost that by 1. Hey.
Yeah.
So I can't use it again this round. Hey.
It doesn't Voldus have a reroll anyway?
I don't think so. Hey.
He's not as crafty as those crafty Eldar.
No. Hey. I'm not gonna cast Hammerhand because it's useless for this round. Gate of Infinity. The board is still. There's too much board control. Do you use Cascade? Hey. So I'll stay there.
Really? I'm gonna show Mike something real quick. Hold on, guys. I found a way for him to fit. He says he can't. He's never worked with 9 inches before. I'm a what's the word here? What am I? I'm an experienced coxsman. Oh, can we say that on YouTube? I don't know. I hope there's no kids watching this. Okay, Mike's gonna go in the smite phase. We're gonna start over here at the smites.
We'll start smites. So those guys over there, they're all gonna start smiting Infinity.
Yeah, I think it has 18 wounds.
16. Yeah.
16 wounds. Okay.
So first squad, starting on the farthest. Goes on 5, right on the dot. Hey, because
yep.
+1 to wound or +1 to their test. Hey, that's 2.
So it's
4. The next one. 6.
Okay.
8 and 10.
Okay, so it's down to 6 wounds, just like that.
Okay, over here, these guys into him.
Okay.
2.
So he's
the Dread Knight. 2.
4.
Let's just check the make sure the last one's actually in range there.
Well, you have 24 inches, right?
12, because he's not within 6 of the.
Well, he's definitely got 12.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Nope. And I already used my thing, so I'm gonna spend a CP just to reroll that. So I'm down to. So it does go off, but I'm down to 6.
It does go off.
Yep. So
it's at
6.
6. Okay, and then all your characters.
Yeah, all characters. Voldus.
8.
The Librarian.
10.
The other Librarian.
12. Dead.
I think that's all supposed to explode.
I don't know where the dice are. Nope.
Okay, then I'm going to use Voldus' last cast for Warp Shaping and change it to the Shooting Doctrine.
Yep.
Which doesn't go off, hey? And I use my reroll, so. Takes 3.
No, that guy, it goes up. You have +2.
No, it changes it, but it doesn't.
But you don't you have the thing where your guy goes, they can add +2 to their roll?
It's still on double 1. He still takes. Same with the double 12.
But then in turn 1, the double 1 would have gotten something instead of turning into a 3.
No, I used my relic. Okay.
The relic okay.
The relic changed the die.
Yeah, I was unaware. My bad.
Yes, Voldus takes 3. Okay, so I think he has 6 wounds.
Yeah, he was super tough.
So that sucks because I really could use warp shaping. Hey, so it's gonna limit my shooting for this round. I'm going to be using regular storm boulders again rather than like multi-damage ones. Okay.
Yeah. So at the end of the psychic phase, let's just throw this out there for everybody, so that you guys question. Drop down to 6 wounds.
Yep.
Okay, so it lost 10, and the Xiphon. He was there. It was nice while it lasted. He completely smited off the board. So now we have side cannons and we have storm bolters.
Yep.
Where are you starting, Mike?
So we're gonna do all the shots over there and
at once.
Well, as many as we can. We'll do 1 squad at a time.
Okay.
Into the repulsor there. So first one. I'm going on 6s, right? Because I think the top is 8.
Yep. You didn't roll that 3, buddy.
Still.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 4.
Oh.
Second, so they moved, so they're hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. No.
That looks like my shooting, guys.
Okay, next card, same thing. Oops, that was not a hit.
Was that 4 or was that 1?
No, I knocked that one. Okay.
2.
2.
Just gonna steal those while you're grabbing some side cannon dies. Okay, so it takes both of those wounds. Got 4 left.
Okay.
Side cannon can do it here.
Side cannon. 4s. Wounding on 5s. 1. Hit -1.
Takes it.
That's just 1 wound.
I thought side cannon was 2 wounds.
No, only if I use the only in the shooting doctrine. How is the shooting tag?
All right, so
these guys are 2 damage.
3.
Hey, next one.
This is they have super psychic bolters, obviously, that just cut through the heart of the repulsor armor. Another one. 2 wounds left, Mike.
Hey. Second. That's good. 4s. On 5s. 1. -1.
-1. 1 wound left, Mike.
Looks like 3.
Guys, what happens here?
No.
It's dead. Does it explode? It does not.
Okay, so then the last squad is just going to fire into.
Closest guy is the lieutenant.
Yep.
Might as
So,
well.
Those are the lieutenant. Hey, more stone about this. Hey, help us with But he is not within.
It's not within which, sorry.
Rapid fire.
Oh. Wounded on 4s.
4.
Needing a 3 up.
Yep.
Okay, takes 2.
Okay, side cannon. 2. That's 1. Okay. Good. Okay, these guys, the only guys they can shoot is infiltrators, hey?
Yep.
So let's make sure everybody's in range. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's our dice go?
There's a bucket there, Mike. What do you mean, where's all the dice?
Can't fit enough in there. So 6 remaining.
Yep.
Troubles and infiltrators. Rerolling 1s for the captain. These 2s are gone. No wound on 4s.
Alrighty, so now we're wounded on 4s, guys.
So that many 2-ups.
The whole squad's not in cover, my friend.
No, 3-ups. Okay.
So, 1 guy and 1 wound.
8 seconds. Moved. 1. -1. Okay, then there's just the dread knight. So the wounded one, he's going to shoot into the other repulsor.
Wounded one is going to shoot. So 6 shots on the heavy side cannon.
Yeah, now I think he's hitting on 3 now.
Is he bracketed?
I think he bracketed.
Okay, Mike's going to look that up. We'll be right back. And he is bracketed, so he's hitting on 3s instead of 2s. Rerolling 1s, because that's how we do it here.
Okay, and then wounding on 5s. Say 3. 3 minus 1.
3. Nope. 1 wound.
So 2 wounds from that one. Hey.
Okay.
8, 10, 12. Silencer. 12 shots. Rerolling that one.
Ones become ones.
Ones become ones. And that's heavy, so
How did they not get?
well, in 9th edition, they won't have to worry about it. So, 1.
I know there's a lot of people who are excited for 9th edition. I am not one of them. I'm excited for that Indominus box.
Over 1 damage.
But I'm not necessarily excited for the rule set that I've seen so far. I think close combat, elite shoot, or close combat, elite small armies are going to be the way to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Myself, I don't think that.
I think even like Space Marines with a multi-small unit is going to be really, really popular.
I'm also not excited for the points increase either, to be honest with you.
I can see why they want. You know, for those 1,500-point games, you have to cut something to make it. Like you can't fit all your toys in it, and that's the new 2000.
Yeah, I guess it'll be interesting.
My last shot is just Voldas.
Okay.
Infiltrators. Looks like 3 or 4. 4 or 2 ups.
No, he's still at a.
No, they're all good anyways.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. That's all my shooting.
That is it. So Repulsor gone. Xiphon gone. Unless I pull great cards, we're fucked. Let's see what happens. We are back. Dark Angel's movement. Cards were pulled. Witch Hunter, pretty easy to get. Defend Objective 4, impossible to hold that for 2 turns. Psychological Warfare is going to be extremely difficult. So we should get 1, unless the shooting is absolutely abysmal. Movement, nothing I can really do. Invictus moved over here. These guys dropped down. With the Terminators moving 5 inches, hoping to not really be super seen, I guess, but Smite doesn't really matter for that. He's still out of range on them, but he's range on that Dread Knight. So we'll have to do that. And then this guy here more or less has to turn and shoot here. I have to eliminate a squad for Witch Hunter. So we will see what happens. You know what I'm going to start with, Mike? I'm going to go straight into the shooting phase. And I'm going to put all of the shots from the Leviathan into the only thing that it can shoot at, which is that Dread Knight with the 6 wounds. So 20 shots. That's 5, 10. That's 15, 14. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. And we're looking at 20 guys, 20 shots into him. Hitting on 3s because he moved, and grabbing all of this with a. We'll go like this, and then we'll grab these guys here. Normally those 2s would hit, but we moved and they're heavy weapons. So the 1s are re-rolls. So we're looking for those meaty 3s.
Not bad.
It's not bad. Strength 7 against toughness 6.
Yep, so we're on 3s again.
Wounded on 3s, and we get re-rolls because it's the lieutenant. And remember, re-rolls of 1s, not all re-rolls. All right, so let's see here.
Back there.
So 2 1s. Okay. We are looking at wounding you on 3s, right?
Yep. So these guys here.
Those guys there. And what are they, minus? Yours are, mine's -1, I think, isn't it? Yours are -2?
I think yours is -2. Mine are only -1.
Oh yeah, mine are 2 damage.
Yeah, so -2, 2 damage, okay?
-2, 2 damage.
Okay, so 4s. 2, 6, so, and that's it. Does he explode? I think they do. No. They just
Where are you getting 6? Oh, that 3.
Yeah.
Why? I thought he had a better invul.
He has a 4. Well, 4. Hey.
Is it a CP to get the better invuln?
Yep, but I'm starting to run lower on CP, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that'll be Witch Hunter. And now, to be honest, it's pretty painful. I've got to try to get through these strike squads, and I know for a fact I'm not gonna. But we're gonna start over here, and we're gonna shoot. He's got a bunch of frag launchers on there. Now, Mike and I went to a doubles tournament once, and a repulsor just was decked out, and frag launchers, we actually weren't aware that they could take that many frag launchers, and just walk through our custodies with them.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hey.
Alrighty, so frag storm launcher, we've got 2 of those, so 2d6. So we're looking at 5.
You're putting all in one squad, or?
Yeah, I've got to go into one squad. Did not move, so those reroll 1s. 2s don't do anything, and then we're looking for 4s, rerolling 1. So 2.
2. I won't get dead.
I don't think they're minus anything for frag storm, are they?
Yeah, it's tactical doctor, right? Hey, and those are. Like,
They're assault weapons.
Assault weapons, hey.
Okay, so 1. And then we're looking at the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. That's 2. 2 wounds from that, Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's good.
Good.
Then we are going to unload the... Sorry guys, Icarus, and that's 3 shots. Hitting on 4s because it's -1 when targeting ground targets. Nada. And 2 crack storms. So reroll 1, that's 2 hits. Reroll 1. That's no. Holy fuck. Yeah. Just gonna shoot all the last cannons at once. Those 2s do not hit. No rerolls. That 1. 1s become 1s.
It's 1?
Yeah. 1 guy. Because he's only 1 wound and it does 3.
That was much less effective than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not going to be able to score either of those. And we will be back for Grey Knights.
Hey.
Guys, we are back. You've noticed nothing moved. Nothing moved because Michael has come to the agreement that I came to that this list is very strong against a Space Marine style army. Okay. Now, everybody in the comment section is saying, "Oh my God, you guys know." Just listen to what we talk about for the next 3 minutes here. Okay.
Yeah,
Mike, before shooting, took off the repulsor and the Xiphon, right? Just before shooting.
Yep.
Okay. So he smited that out. These are the models that I've lost for the game. Mike, how many of them did you shoot and kill?
I'm sure I shot some of the infiltrators.
So a few. Look at the smile. A few of the infiltrators, guys. We are not saying that Grey Knights are the best army ever at all.
This is just a really tough matchup. Low model count units without much psychic defense. It's a uphill battle.
Yeah. And so could I have brought 1 librarian? Sure. Yeah. I could have brought 1. Could I have bring 3 librarians? Sure. But it doesn't negate what he can do.
Yeah. And
right?
Since we've kind of come to this conclusion because I'm only down one paladin and 1 dread knight. Hey.
Oh, the game's over.
Yeah.
It was over as soon as your turn 2 psychic phase happened.
Yeah. So our quick synopsis of what was going to happen is since this is my turn, these guys are going to shuffle up. They're going to probably smite at least him down to 1 wound. Hey?
Yep.
Most likely. Hey? These guys are going to shuffle up here. They'll smite, taking off
Two of those guys.
Two of those guys. Hey, the remainder of the wounds will probably end up going into him.
Yep.
Most likely from the characters taking off 6 to 8 wounds, probably putting him down almost half.
Yeah. Not to mention, we looked at the next 2 rounds of cards.
Yep.
My
They also have one guy in deep strike too. So
yeah. So you've got to So you could actually for sure eliminate.
Yep.
Right. So with that, we looked at the cards. Mike was going to be at least at 12.
Yep.
I was going to be at 5 or 6.
Yep.
Because the cards that were coming up for me were not very good. They were secure things on his side of the board or defends.
That's right.
Now the hard part with defend is that's 2 consecutive turns. It's turn 3, so we're looking at minimum for me turn 6.
Yeah, turn 6.
And there's no way my army's surviving to turn 6.
No, turn 6. Yeah, we did the roll to see if the game would end, and yeah, it went on to turn 6, and at turn 6, I don't think there'd be anything left.
Yeah, so it's going to be a Dark Angel loss to some psychic shenanigans. Guys, let us know what we really wanted to do today. So this is being filmed on the Saturday before War of the Spider. We were hoping that our local gaming store was going to have the codex in, the rules in for us. I know we could have bought them digitally and all that other stuff. I like having the books myself.
Yeah.
And what we were hoping for was kind of do like a Sisters, Custodes, Assassin type mix. And it would be a lot harder for the Grey Knights.
I think the custodial list with Sisters, you're gonna buy yourself that
1 to
turn
2
at
round,
least.
yeah.
I do have psychic powers I can use to try and shoot them off. It's like 1 squad.
Yeah.
But if you have like a Sister Silent squad, like Ulexus and another Sister Silent squad,
Yeah.
you're denying that entire psychic round.
Yeah, and that's almost what's needed against a list that relies on Smite so much, right? So remember, his 6 strike squads are 12 wounds on a Smite, potentially.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If they all get off, that's 12 wounds.
If they all get off, okay? Now there are 2 wounds.
At 14, 16,
16, 18,
18.
20,
No, these are paladins too. Hey.
20, 22, 24, 26.
Yep.
26 wounds before shooting, before assaults, just with their mind bullets.
Yep.
We're gonna go into the recap, but that's why we've capped the game here, because there's literally nothing, guys. There's nothing. It's not frustration. It's not salt. It's not anything. There's nothing. This list. When I didn't do any wounds for the first 2 rounds of shooting, that changed. It changed. There's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I could do. Killing one of those Dread Knights would have been great, but like I said, we'll save it for the post game. Come back in 2 minutes here. Well, Smite.
That was a rough game.
Smite. Rough game. Rough game.
Some tensions may have flared up. Hey.
I'm not saying Michael and I had an argument after the second turn, but that was a schooling in how efficient Smite can be.
Small, low count army against Smite is you're just asking for trouble.
I don't even know if it's low count. I wonder if it's just power armor, because most power armor armies, like unless I spam all foot troops, I guess I could have brought a ton like mini marines and all that stuff. Right?
I don't think the trade-off would be that much. Like you're still, like if I hit you for 2 smites and hitting a mini marine, instead of losing 20 points, you're losing what? How much is a mini marine? Like 12 points.
Like 12 points.
You're losing 24 instead.
Yeah.
It's almost a worse trade-off.
Yeah, it's it was nasty to lose the Xiphon and the Repulsor Executioner to Smite before you even shot. Now, thank goodness you didn't change your tide. You forgot to turn. Or did you fail it or did you forget it?
No, you have to shift your tides
at the beginning,
like literally between them. I started in the shadow.
Yeah.
Which gave me more cover saves, but at the same time, I can't use the smite and the shooting one in the same round.
Oh, okay.
It would take me a full turn to get back into the rotation.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yep.
It was ugly. I don't know, and maybe you guys let us know in the comments. Like I said, when we were having that conversation, the passion debate, it's not about one person being like, well, I can't win. It wasn't about that. It was we literally watched just Smite.
Yep.
And Mike lost 2 models to 1,300 points of shooting.
Some of that was just like
bad rolls were some of them, but when we're like the las cannons being shrugged off constantly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or the 1, 2, and 3, right? So what's great about the repulsor executioner is that 1, 2s always count as 3s.
Yep.
Well, your guys don't care about that.
No, with transhuman. Hey, they just
Right.
forget about it. Hey.
So that's hard. And then you made the saves on it.
Yep.
So that they didn't actually do anything.
Yep.
That's a hard thing. And I guess transhuman physiology is also in the Space Marines book. They can use it as well.
Yep.
I just haven't had anything that's worth using a 2-point CP on.
Yeah, you have to throw it on a unit that you're like, yes, I want to spend 2 whole CP to keep this unit alive, and I have invulns to back up if I fail those wounds. Whereas your guys are just like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And it is literally that's it. That's all. We watched Smite, and thank goodness I deployed the way I did at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Because if I was to huddle up in the corners, guys,
It'd be worse.
it'd be even worse because you're just dropping down and picking more or less. Okay, eliminated. I tried to use the center of the board as a control with the infiltrators and the I guess the infiltrating tactical suits as well.
Yep.
But it didn't. It stopped you for 1 turn, and then unfortunately went bye at that point.
Yeah. Now I think this list may disappear for 9th. Because with those points increases, if we were to play another 2,000 point game, like the Paladin squads would have to be gone, the Dread Knights would have to be gone. So
Yep.
you'd
We're also eliminating probably.
Yeah, you're probably eliminating
right.
Xiphon, hey?
Right.
But I mean, for the Xiphon, you could take like 40 Marines or something.
Well, but then you got to buy, build, and paint 40 Marines.
That's
Michael.
true. Yeah.
That's a lot of time. I'm barely painting the Marines I have now. So, guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate the support. We are going to do, actually, if you're seeing this, we've already done the redraw, but we're about to do the redraw. It's going to be posted when we're filming this, and hopefully this person will let us know that they watch our videos and want a free Start Collecting box set.
Yeah, good luck to the new winner.
Yeah, when I looked at the comment section, we did a little running tally, and it was 50-50 for the longest time, and then all of a sudden 2 winners just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So 2 Start Collecting boxes, I guess, is better than 1 Indominus box.
Yeah.
But with only 5,000 of those things, U.S., North America wide, me personally, I'd be saying, get that Indominus box,
No
son!
kidding. Hey.
All right, but this will already be done by this point. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. All the saltiness, I think, was off camera today.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.